RC family back again. It's kind of like a last minute impromptu, but it's a very good one though. Got a special guest in the RC lounge tonight. Man, a pioneer that's in RC. We got Mr. Adrian Castro. He raced in the Worlds in 2005. I'm gonna let him exactly explain and give you his history. But yeah, a pioneer in the industry in the RC lounge tonight, y'all. And yeah, we're just gonna bring him in. Like I said, I found this young man. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I ran across his Facebook page. And he was out there tuning engines, showing people how to race, showing people how to tune and stuff. So I just reached out to him and hit him up on Facebook, and we talked for a minute, and we just kind of instantly clicked. And that's how it is in RC. That's why it's such a good thing to get your kids into. That's why it's a good thing to get your family into. It's a good thing to network, teach you mechanical skills, teach you engineering, physics, geometry, how to set jumps up. And it's just a good tool. It's just a good hobby to be in, period. If it ain't, but one thing it's just awesome. You can meet people. That's the main thing, and have fun with it. So, but yeah, let me bring them on in. Mr. Castro, my friend from South America, so he wanted to come in the lounge. So I was like, okay, come on, let's do this. So let me bring them on in, y'all, and y'all just sit back and enjoy.
Hey, what's up, Corey?
Adrian, what's going on, man? What's going on with you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for contacting me and for all the words that you just said.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, man. You just click and that's it. Period.
Yeah. That happens all the time, especially when like we talked about, man. If you got the same idea about something, if you both like a certain particular thing, how it just that chemistry just be there, because it's just like, you know, we both just one mind, we like the same stuff, and it just clicked like that. So, but yeah, Adrian, man, just tell everybody where you from.
Oh,
yeah, just tell everybody where you from.
Long story, man.
Hey, man, this is what we here. This is the Pitstop Hour. So we in the pits just talking like we know we at the race, so we got time.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm from Argentina. For the ones that don't know me, most of the guys that I can see down here sponsoring, I know them.
Yeah,
I think they know me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been away for a couple of years now. Basically due to the lack of sponsorship. I always been able to race the best I could.
Right.
Due to the fact that I had sponsorship.
Okay.
If not, for me, it's impossible.
Yeah.
And one thing I was talking to you before was that I started this kind of old for most of the guys. I started like 24 years old.
Yeah.
And in 98 probably.
Okay.
And
98. Okay.
98. And in the 2000s, I went to the Worlds.
2000. Okay, 2000 World. So you raced with what? Mark Pavitas?
I went. I mean, it was. You know it would be frustrating because you want everything down here,
right?
But as I've done sports for all my life, like rugby, football, soccer for you guys, racing, motor racing, everything.
Right.
I always wanted to be the best. My goal was to be the best. My motivation was to be the best.
Very
I never believed to be the best. Always wanted to be the best.
I got you.
And when I went down there, up there for me.
Okay.
And the first time I saw Mark took the track, I said, man, ever in your life, you're going to be world champion.
Yeah.
Period. As long as you don't move to the States, or as long as you don't move to the place where these guys who look like robots drive cars, you're not going to make it. And along the time I had the opportunity when I was racing for Mugen to go and work for Mugen in the US and race and do stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
But that meant to leave all my life down here behind. Mm-hmm. And it was a no-go. I was glad with my life here. Yeah. So my kind of perspective changed that day. I mean, I always wanted to be as close as a world final as possible.
Right.
I mean, I'm always talking about 1.8 off-road nitro, right?
Right.
Even though I race everything. Mm-hmm. But that's my class. That's the class I love. That's the class I think is the one that benefits for the best driver rather than the best motor or tires or whatever.
Okay.
And I knew that. Mm-hmm. But what also I knew was that also what kind of my pleasure, my motivation came from transmitting knowledge.
Okay.
From teaching people.
So you're a teacher, at heart.
Yeah, right. From transmitting, not necessarily all the technicalities.
Yeah.
But in the first place, just taking the fear out of them.
Right.
Because in my case, that fear came out when I wanted to talk with Juichi Kanai in the 2000 World Championship.
Okay, so you ran with Kanai.
With Kanai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was the guy. In the end, he was the guy who won the championship.
Yeah.
But for me, it was the guy that designed my car.
Okay.
Which I was racing Kyosho.
Right.
And I was unable to drive the car. And I remember, like, if it was a day, man, that this guy was sitting down, working in his car, 4 Japanese around him, working in the car, 20 or 30 people taking pictures and everything. And I just went down there and said, hey, sir, Mr. Kanai, in English. Mm-hmm. Mr. Kanai, can you give me a hand? Because I'm lost. I'm from Argentina.
Right.
I know I can. If you can give me a hand. And he just left everything he had in the hand. Yeah. And spent 20 minutes with me.
Okay. So he took time to work with you, Mr. Kanai.
He took time with me, who was a nobody from Argentina. And he talked to me in English. And afterwards he said, don't tell anybody that I speak English.
Okay.
It was awesome, man.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
That said, hey, man, this guy who's a referent for everybody, helps everybody.
Right.
So, man, if you want to help everybody, and it was a kind of it was a no-brainer.
Right. It
I had fun.
Keeps you in right there.
Yeah, I have fun teaching. I have fun helping. Right. And that was kind of my modus operandi.
Yeah.
Down here in Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, Uruguay, Chile, Paraguay. Yeah. Just to tell everybody what you know.
Right.
You know?
That's
not to hide anything.
Yeah.
And you want my car? Here's my car. Drive my car.
Drive your car,
No problem. No secrets. No anything. And some people say, hey, that's really fast. Oh, awesome. help me out to use your setup in my car, no problem. But some of the guys say, hey man, I cannot drive this.
Right.
So okay, let's work to make your car easier to drive.
Make car better. Right. So you worked on the setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the setup right. Okay.
And in that process, you teach, because you got people that love engineering and technical stuff and whatever. Mm-hmm. But most of the guys, you got to go with the simple stuff, you know?
Yeah.
There's a funny video I posted with the guys I did in Uruguay. It's kind of funny, which I teach how do you call it? Toe in and toe out.
Yeah.
You can watch it. Yeah. You can watch it over there sometime. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny, but basically it is what it is. And I played with a piece of bread.
Okay.
And a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I used a piece of bread between his butts. So this is toe in. This is toe out. I mean, don't go in nothing sexual. Don't go crazy, right?
I get it. Yeah.
But having fun. If you're a guy that's on the top, I don't know. Right now, like I said, I'm really friends. He's like a brother to me with Robert Battier. And his father and whatever.
Yeah, Battier, like I said, he just like you said, John Miyako. So
exactly,
he's a world champ too. Yeah, because he won the championship back in 2015, I think, something like that.
Yeah, and he won the first Worlds in Argentina.
Right.
In 2012.
12, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me it was like I won the world championship. It was just like that.
Yeah.
It was such a joy.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome, and basically that's how things should be done.
Right.
Basically, and it's really hard in motorsports, because in the end this is motorsports.
Right.
And when you're racing for 1/10 of a second. Mm-hmm. Man, secrets are very valuable. And,
right about that. Yeah.
And many people won many world championships just keeping secrets. Not because they were the best, just because they kept secrets.
Right. You want to keep that edge on your competition. It's understandable. Yeah, it's understandable. Yeah.
But that's where my mind works in a different way. I mean, I know, let's say I won every race I raced down here in South America. I won every race, every single race. My mind says that maybe in South Africa, in a village, there's a little guy that's better than me. Okay, let's go find that little guy, teach them how to drive, and make me better.
Right.
You don't have to go that far. You just need to go onto a plane and go and race any race in the U.S. And your ass is gonna get kicked off. Basically. I mean,
but I mean,
on time, it gets better and better.
I mean, it take different competition. You gotta be able to see. The thing is, like the U.S. guys, like it's a prime example of what happened in the Worlds, this past Worlds in Spain. Like the U.S. guys gotta get used to going out to different countries, get used to their dirt, get used to their atmosphere. We have to catch up to be fast to the local guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's
exactly.
And then South America guys or Spain guys come to the U.S. They have to get used to our dirt and all that stuff and catch up. So
same thing.
Right. Same thing.
What I said, there's a one of my most precious gifts I had was you know how the Worlds work, right? You had 2 days pre-practice and you had 1 day time practice.
Time practice, yeah.
In the Worlds in Argentina, time practice, I was #1 in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And Philip from Neo Buggy did me an interview and whatever.
Yeah.
And I told the truth, man. I said, yeah, right now, number 1. But tomorrow, I'm going to be number 30. And the day after tomorrow, I'm going to be number 40. Why? Because all the top guys, top guys,
you know,
they're going to catch up and they're going to nail you. And when the track gets destroyed, if it does, the more the difference they're going to make.
Right.
So it's the only way to get that, it's by practice.
Right.
You can have the talent, right?
Right. All day.
But if you don't have the practice and all the possibilities.
Right.
Because I don't know for how long you've been into this, but
I've been into it about 8 years now. So like they say, you know.
So when you started,
they say talent. You can beat talent when talent don't practice or something. This is a saying that Keenan White says on his show on the No Name RC podcast. You can beat talent when talent doesn't work hard or something like that. When you don't practice.
It's you know Diego Armando Maradona.
No, I don't know him. But
you've heard of him, right?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Diego was, for most of the people, the best soccer player ever existed, right?
Okay.
And he was a coke addict.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Cocaine. He on the cocaine. Okay.
Cocaine addict.
Right.
And big time.
Right.
And one thing that he said when he was old, he said, imagine the kind of player I would have been if I wasn't into coke. So that's kind of the same thing that goes into talent.
Right.
The guy was so talented that, I mean, but he trained a lot. I mean, he didn't miss a training. He whatever.
Right.
But he wasn't like the soccer or whatever professional players you have today.
Right.
Which are like machines.
Got to do it 24/7.
24/7 with all the with the nutritionists, with the gym, with everything. And if you take a little look, everything starts to apply into this activity that we make.
Right.
David Ongaro isn't 2 world times champion. I guess he's the first guy
in a long time
who won back-to-back world championships, right?
I think the other guy was he was from Italy too, but it's only been 2 people that want to win it back to back.
Exactly, right? But at this level, with this level of professionalism, it's unbelievable. And the only way to achieve it, it's through
practice,
talent, of course. But you need to go very pro.
Discipline. You have had discipline.
Very pro, and that's what's hard to get down here, because part of going very, very, very pro is to go to a final of 60 minutes and have 1 guy or 2 guys right behind you, 2 seconds behind you, all the race. That's basic. That's basic.
Because you got to get used to that pressure. You got used
exactly, and the only way to get it, it's to get more people involved with more talent. And there goes again the other thing, the money thing. So that's our problem, basically, all South America.
Yeah, it is. Like I say JQ and Keenan White, Robert Battier, they just did a tour.
Robert actually was in Uruguay, which is right across our pond, which is the Rio de la Plata. Was racing last weekend. At a local race in Punta del Este with some local guys, which are friends of mine. I talked with Robert, had fun, whatever. But it's impossible for me to go, at least to watch him and to see him and to give him a hug. Hey, buddy, how I miss you, whatever.
Yeah, man.
But that's another good thing that the top guys are coming around.
Yeah, like I said, I think South America one of the hidden gems, and I think it's a lot of false prejudging, saying it's it's dangerous or whatever. I mean, it's danger everywhere though. You know what I'm saying? It's anywhere. You can get caught up in some crazy stuff anywhere. But I think it's like one of the spots that's not really a lot of press, not a lot of tension, not a lot of hype, or not a lot of media been there to see the talent that's there in South America, like yourself and the youngsters that's there, the young men, young women that's there that's into RC racing. I know you know it. Yeah. I know you know it and see it, but it need to be more light shined on South America.
I know, for example, I'm not gonna name names because a lot of people going to be left behind, right?
Yeah.
But one of the guys that are really, really, really doing very well down here in Argentina, he has to put first his studies, his career, in order to secure his future, and then he can race.
I got you.
And he's official. He has sponsorship from factories. He has this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
But
legit pro. Yeah.
Yeah. But you cannot say and you cannot say, hey, I'm let's say 16 years old. I'm in the finals of a world championship.
Right.
And hey, baby, as this thing is going on, maybe we can live with this.
Right.
Maybe we can make a living of it, and it'll be fun.
Be fun. That's it. Adrian, tell everybody your history working with Nova Rossi, working with Adam Drake. Just tell us about that. First, when you got your sponsorship with Nova Rossi, and then going to working with Adam Drake, what all y'all did together.
Yeah. At the beginning, I started, like I said, in '98, which I was absolutely amateur. By the year 2000, but at the end, the '98, we saw the worlds in video in VCR. Yeah. With a guy from Argentina, Rod, and the race was held in Portugal. Yeah. And the race was won by this German guy. Well, I don't remember the guy. He's a genius. He's a great guy. And I said, dude, I want to race worlds. What do we got to do to race the world? Okay, you got to build an association. Okay, we build the association. I'm founder, along with another guys. I'm founder of the Argentinian Association of RC. Great, awesome. Now we got the association. Okay, let's go and race the worlds. We went, we raced the worlds. We came back, we got the association. What the hell do we do with this? Yeah. And what happened was that you had a lot of little groups of different guys racing along the country. Yeah. And we said, why don't we make this as big as possible? So we went race to track after track after track after track, trying to convince people to join the association. Yeah. Fast forward to this day. Okay. We held the 2012 World Championship, which Robert won. We held the 2007 On-Road World Championship. We held the 1/5 scale championship.
Man, so you've been in the middle. Yeah, you've been. Yeah.
I mean, what I tried to do, along with the friends that I had beside me, was to build.
Right, to build.
Not to go on race and do our best. Yeah, I mean, let's build something, because there's a lot of people, and maybe someday I'm gonna be proud. Let's hope that it's before I die. Yeah.
You're gonna get there.
Maybe done.
Huh? All your hard work ain't going for vain. It's gonna come to fruition.
I think it's
South America, Argentina, all that area, all that part of the continent down there is gonna get his due. It's gonna get his.
You're an example of how this things works today.
Right.
You actually knew me.
It's gonna pay off. Yeah.
Right. I started with Facebook, playing with Facebook, seeing, okay, let's see how we can do something with this. And a friend of mine from Argentina told me, hey dude, why don't you take a look, because there's a blog called Invisible Racing or something like that, and JQ is involved in that, and I saw Robert involved in that, and whatever. It's something similar of what you've got, right?
Okay.
It's a sharing of knowledge,
right?
And there's sponsorships and blah 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 blah, whatever.
It come out of
And well, I started playing with Facebook, adding guys that are related to RC, and lo and behold, here you are. And today, Tuesday, we are talking, and I don't know how many people are watching, but as long as someone's watching, I put a link in my Facebook page, but maybe then you can do something better.
Yeah, it's gonna get out there. It's like this. Long as this is going, people gonna see it. If it's not today, on the replay, days from now, people are clicking on to it and be like, they go, Adrian Castro, you know what I'm saying? Doing the podcast, man. You know? But Adrian, tell everybody how you work with Adam Drake at Nova Ross.
Well, actually, I met Adam. It was
how'd you meet Adam, and tell us the story about it.
The first time I met Adam, I met him at many races, but the first time I had time with Adam was in the time we were invited to the inauguration of the Padova race, the Padova track. You know the track, which is all covered. It's just crazy. It's insane.
Right.
I was in the brochure with my face on it. I said, man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess it was that time. In the end, what happened before we went to Nova Rossi factory, or after we went to Nova Rossi factory, we rented a car with Adam.
Right.
And you know the tiny cars that you have in Europe, right?
Right.
And Adam's a huge guy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's tall, about 6'3".
Yeah.
He just slimmed down a little bit, but he's a tall dude now. He's a big man.
And like you said, we clicked because we think the same way. And he saw how I was, I saw how he was. It's kind of different for cultures, because down here in South America, we're more like we hug each other, we kiss each other.
Right.
We're more, I don't know, we express ourselves differently, right?
Understand.
And
it's our culture. Yeah,
you gotta be very careful with whom you're like that. Because, I mean, they might not take you like you're a gay, but they kind of,
right.
What the hell's going on with this guy?
Yeah.
You know?
Hold up.
Exactly. So it's very like, hey, what's up? High five or whatever. Just let's keep it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And we just put the GPS and say, what the hell we do, man? Well, I heard that close by here is the Lake Como. Have you ever heard of Lake Como?
Lake Como, yeah, I heard of
Lake Como. It's like the top of the top. George Clooney has a house down there.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In the end, basically, the GPS, we just followed the GPS, and we ended up in the middle of the square.
Okay.
Which you were not allowed with the car. So, big problem, police, whatever. We ended up going back.
Yeah.
We take photographs with the dogs and whatever. That was my connection with Adam.
Okay.
Aside the cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Then at the time I raced with Losi and shared a lot of back and forth, not in person, but basically through the web and whatever.
Through internet, email and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and mostly racing for Nova Rossi.
Okay.
And when you're at least with Nova Rossi, when you're in contract with them, they send you, and at least in my time, they send you whatever quantity of engines you need for the year, for example, right?
Okay.
But you don't know what's inside the engines, and most engines, they don't work the same.
Yeah.
So you gotta take notes and say how that engine develops.
I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
That they put all together, and they come up with the best combination.
Yeah. So you did some testing.
Yeah,
testing with Adam, and y'all had to compare notes and all that stuff.
By no means I'm gonna put myself and Adam and Robert at the same level of testing, or never, because I'm maybe here, and they're like here, right?
Right.
I might have a lot of knowledge, but I don't have the track time. I don't have most of the things that they have.
Oh, it's
I can give you my input. That's it. Right. But the factories rely on those top drivers to develop the best motor possible for the next season.
But so you need, at that testing, you do need lower tier drivers, you know what I'm saying, to test the engines out too. You know what I'm saying? You need a whole range, a wide range of information to make them the best.
That's what they had at the factory. They had me in Argentina. They had the other guy in, let's say, the US. They have 50 guys.
Right.
They have 20 guys here, 20 guys there, 10 guys there, whatever.
And then
all that information.
Right. And they need to know how to, they need to learn how, they need to know how they run in different atmospheres, barometric pressure, temperatures and stuff. So yeah.
And the same goes, I think, with the chassis.
Yeah.
Right? In one of my biggest mistakes in the 2012 Worlds, that time practice, which I was number one, I did it with at that time I raced with X-Ray.
Yeah.
At that time I did it with my old car.
Oh, okay.
Then Jura came to me and said, why don't you try? And at that time, you got to decide. At that point, you can test both cars.
Yeah.
But at the end of that practice, you got to decide with which car you race. You cannot switch cars at the middle of the race. So I went with a prototype car.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake ever made in my life.
Why you have a prototype car? What happened with a prototype car?
Yeah, because I didn't know the car. And I was so stupid that, wow, let's go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, done. But basically, that's mainly the biggest differences you might find with the pro drivers and the amateur drivers at a Worlds.
Okay.
But as the factory saw that and became negative towards the factory, what I think most of the factories did was to go and say, okay, let's change this lower arm from this car.
Right.
They would take parts to every driver which was at the race, no matter if you're amateur, no matter if you're a pro.
Yeah.
They'll give it to you.
Okay.
They say, this is a option part we developed.
Right.
And we think it'll work here. Now, the main difference is that part was being tested probably a couple of months before by the pro drivers who know what's going on with that part. Yeah. So it's
Adrian.
Right?
Bob RC wanted to know what platform do you run? What car do you run? Or what car he said
right
Bob,
now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now, I have no car. Right? Hopefully, if all the conversations through telephone and everything goes well, I cannot say the brand because they're gonna kill me. But it's a great car, and I'm pretty happy with it. My last car I raced with was a low seat.
Okay.
But I went with with every brand, man. I started with Kyosho, then I went with Mugen, then I went with Sen.
Okay.
Then I went with Losi. Then I went back with Mugen. Then I went with Associated. Associated.
Yeah.
Then I went with Losi again, and that was it, I guess.
So y'all gotta understand, Adrian. Like I said from the beginning, Adrian is a pioneer. Like I said, he raced in the 2000 Worlds. At what time when you raced in the Worlds? What car you had in the Worlds?
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas in the Worlds. Yeah. What car?
Kyosho, an MP 7.5.
Okay.
That was my car.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm so happy to being able to be there because that was the Worlds that changed everything.
Right.
You can see, just take a look at videos, just see how the Worlds were before Vegas and after Vegas. And the main difference is the jumps.
Right.
And what happens with the jumps? The same thing that happens with Supercross. What happens with Supercross here in Argentina and the US? You see that when a guy who races Supercross in the US comes to race with the top drivers in Argentina,
yeah,
maybe they take 4 seconds a lap. Why? Because they jump different.
Different, right.
Yeah, the Argentinian driver, not now, right? But at the beginning, they go, you gotta jump like this. They go like this. And the US driver goes like this.
Yeah, they whip it a little bit in the corner.
Yeah, they instead of making the
big arc,
the curve like this,
okay,
the air,
saying, yeah, they lower
it straight.
Yeah, that's called that scrubbing. Yeah,
exactly.
Keep the car lower. Yeah.
So you guys in the US, I don't know who started this, if it was Mayfield or whoever the crazy MO was.
Yeah.
And I saw one time at a video, I say, hey, what the hell's going on with this car? I saw it in a video.
Yeah.
I said, man, that car, that car's turning in the air.
Right.
It's not turning in the dirt. It's staying in the air.
In the air.
And that changed everything. Everything. And now everybody is doing that. Sometime, I don't know when, somebody's going to do something different and everybody else going to copy it. But the guy that discovers that different thing that year is going to be world champion. Next year.
Yeah. And I think the guy that's on that path, the Vide Ungaro.
Exactly.
I think he got a different driver style that everybody hasn't picked up on it yet. You know,
I gotta tell you a good story, like an old man, right?
Okay.
When they invited me to the first part of a race, in one heat I ended up number 5, okay, or something like that, like 2 seconds behind Robert. And in my heat, it was a 5-minute heat, so it's kind of easy to be regular, right?
Right.
And in my heat, I had a Kyosho. I guess it was a Kyosho. I don't remember the color of the car, whatever. And he was like this all the 5 minutes. All the 5 minutes. Like,
on your bumper.
Yeah. On the bumper. In the end, I open up. Go, man. Get the hell out of here. Let me play.
Yeah.
Who was that guy? David. And when I went down to the pits, Marky Bars and Robert was pitting me, and I said, "Who the hell was that guy?" And they pointed me at Davide, who at that time was probably, let's say, 10 or 11 years old, probably.
Yeah.
Who was playing soccer outside the track.
Right.
Right. The guy was just having fun. And Robert talked to me and said, you see that guy?
Yeah.
That guy is going to kick us all out of the game. Robert Badia told me that.
Yeah.
And here's the proof of it. And, you know, he's absolutely different. I don't know what he has, but he's different.
He's different now. Definitely different. And he got it.
And another thing that in this stage of my life,
yeah,
I would like to maybe more ahead transmit to everybody is that in my case, I'm having a hard time with economics, family. My life is kind of a mess right now, right?
Yeah.
And the RC community, my friends in Facebook, just helped me out, man. And I didn't ask for help. I didn't say, "Hey, man, I'm depressed. I'm dying," whatever.
Right.
I just posted some things regarding my kids. Because I had depression, I had anxiety, I had stuff that goes on.
But bro,
when you're in tough positions, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I totally understand, bro, cause I ain't really shared this with everybody, but I work for I used to work for FedEx Ground. Okay, so FedEx Ground, they have the routes are contracted on, and then like you will have to drive for the contractor that owns the route. Okay, so with that being said, the contractor that owned my route that I drove, the contractor that owned the route that I drove, they end up selling the route, sold the route, and didn't tell none of the drivers what they was doing. So they sold the routes.
And you were out.
Yeah, they sold the routes. The people from another town in Alabama called Mobile, they bought the route. But when they bought the route, they brought their people in. So me, two more other guys, and some more young ladies that did the home delivery routes like that. They did most of the houses. All those just out. It's over with. So, that's why I always tell everybody, I always, God ahead of my life, you know what I'm saying? And that's who I pray to. I'm not telling anybody who to pray to or who they should worship or nothing like that, but I know who helped me. And like I've been out of a job for like a month now, about 3 weeks. Like I said, we came to work that Monday. They said, "Corey, this might be y'all last day." We don't know who the contractor that bought the route yet. They knew. They just didn't tell us. They knew. They just didn't tell us. So we came in. We worked that Friday. We came in that Monday. And we came in that Monday. We came back Monday because they didn't really say who had the route and who was on the route now. So we came back that Monday. We came back. Them people was out there loading the trucks up. So we were just like, we just looking like, what we supposed to do? I was like, man, I'm finna go home. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how life does. Yeah, that's just how life is. It's not fair, but
in your case, for example, you get a support group, like your family, your friends.
I have good family. My family helps me out.
Exactly.
My church helps me out if I ask for. They'll be there for me.
Exactly.
But the most important thing is the thing that really has helped me just stay calm and stay level-headed. In a good attitude about everything is just, I pray to God, number one. And then having a platform like this with my RC family, meeting you, just to be able to get their frustration out and be able to put my mind in a position where I can make the best decision as far as like find a new job and stuff like that. Just have an outlet to get that stress of that crazy stuff, how life can be sometimes. And this what this is for. It's for times like this, in your situation, mine, that we can come together with somebody that's like-minded and just talk about the things that we like to do, have fun with, man. It ain't all about RC, it's about life situations too. You know what I'm saying? It's all that. But yeah, man, just my thing is just, bro, keep your head up.
No,
keep working
here,
hard
man.
Like you've been doing, and all this work you've done in RC ain't gonna go for vain. It's gonna pay off. Yeah.
Let's hope this is the beginning of something very interesting. Right. I mean, I have a lot of projects in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Not only regarding RC, right?
Yeah.
But regarding what happened to you, what happened to me, how did I manage to focus and go up again, which is hard, but many people don't have the tools to go up again, right? And mostly in depression, anxiety, stress, and that situations, you have a thing in your head which is undeniable and which medication helps. But what's most important, it's your support group, your family, your friends, the surroundings you're at. They need to know how you are. They need to know that you need or not help, and that might be the difference between. I don't want to be drastic between life and death, right? But between just picking yourself up, or staying yourself down for a long time, and that long time can change the life of your life, can change the life of your kids, can change many things. And basically that's where I'm at. And as far as stories and anecdotes, and I mean the 2000 prize ceremony in Vegas, the awards, that's when I saw that. I said, man, this is my world. Man, this is the place I want to be. Why was it? The prize ceremony was held by Barry Baker, right?
Yes, from Loaster, yes.
Right?
Barry, a world champion too in
world, a master, man, a genius. He was in the microphone at the race and whatever. I didn't knew him. I didn't have no clue who he was. What I only knew was that the guy had, I don't know how many drivers there were. I guess there were 120 or 130 drivers. Every 5 or 8 drivers, he took a shot of tequila or a vodka. I don't know what the hell he took. Man, when the moment came that he had to give the championship cup to Kenai, man, that was fantastic. And that's when you see that what all that you saw in that case, in that moment in our lives, there was actually mostly no internet. What you see on the magazines, it's professional, it's perfect, but man, it's fun. And what I say in that interview that you can find in the YouTube channel, if you have the chance to go to a world championship, no matter what country you're from, and you know you're not gonna go to win the worlds, right? Well, take it as a trip, take it as an experience, but mostly take it as a place where you can find crazy people that share your craziness, that share your same passion, and that could possibly become your friends. And that in the end would open you up doors all along the country, all along the world.
That's what and that's what bro, that's just exactly what my boy Isaac Pelson was saying. He said that's what opened up other doors, you know what I'm saying, to opportunities, you know, and being around like-minded people, especially if y'all had experienced same life situations, that just make it that much closer, you know. And then if you put the work in like you have done, it's gonna open up some doors for you. Like you're saying right now, you're talking with a company that is really thinking about, you know, that want you to be kind of head of the company, you know, really help them be really involved in their company, growing it and stuff.
What actually just helped me out a really lot this couple of months, which were just crazy bad. Was all the posts from friends, from people I don't know, but they met me at a race and I helped them out some way. Mm-hmm. And they post, "Hey man, you're the best. Just keep it up." Blah 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 blah. All those posts make you remember, because when you're in that dark place,
yeah,
you forget what good you've done.
Right.
You know, in your case, you forget what good you've done in your work when that shit happened to you.
Right.
You say, man, what the hell, man? Am I disposable? Am I just a piece of meat, or what the hell's going on? They don't care about me.
I'm talking about, especially when you put in over 10 years, over 15 years, you can put in. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lifetime, man.
Right.
That's a lifetime, and it's very hard to pick you up from there.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for you to remember what you're good at. Mm-hmm. Man, am I so bad that after 15 years they've done this to me?
Yeah.
Or what the hell's going on? Well, perfect. Yeah. I'm not that bad. Well, what am I good at? Am I a good person? Am I a good dad? Am I a good RC driver? Am I a good teacher? Am I blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That's a process, I think. Most psychologists suggest, for example, you get together 5 of your friends in this kind of cases, right?
Yeah.
Like your case or mine, or I guess that most people that probably are watching, at some point, they or someone close to them went to some situation of this, like this.
Yeah, man. People go through different hardships, and
it's hard. And what you need to do it's to get 5, for example, 5 of your closest friends, but real friends.
Yeah. And
ask them, what am I good at? But from the heart, what am I good at? Am I good at talking to people? Am I good at whatever?
That's right.
And that opens up and basically something that's just like, man, you're a good person, man. This world doesn't give a fuck about a good person. You're a good person. Right. And for us, you're a good person. And period. That helps.
That helps. And then
that helps.
And then by you opening up, and that's a part of manhood too. Being open up. Tell somebody what's going on. So, you don't know, they might been through the same thing, and y'all start talking about it.
Yeah.
And then through that, you start
you
thinking,
need to talk.
Open up different avenues, open up different thoughts that you ain't thought about, to may lead you to have a better idea to help you get yourself back established, in the future or whatever. Just that dialogue with your best friend. If it's in RC, if it ain't about RC, that just help you think. Because I do that sometimes with my brother, and I got a couple of my RC family here. We talk about everything, and my closest friends that I truly race with, my TTR team. We talk about life. It's not all about RC, and it didn't help. Yeah, it didn't help.
That's what you build. I mean, the RC, it's an excuse. I mean, it's a passion. We do it, blah blah blah. But in most of the cases, I think this applies everywhere in the world.
Right.
You go to the track. Let's say you get together with 5, 6, 10 of your friends and go to your local track.
Yeah.
You race, you practice, you give tips, you help each other. But then comes lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then you all sit together. And then you talk. And you probably talk 10 minutes about cars. But suddenly someone says, hey, man, what's going on with you? Why's the long face?
Right. What's wrong? What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the secret, feel something different. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and the secret is that the group needs to be, I don't know how to say it, but you need to be a very good group in order for that person who's having a hard time to open up at that moment after playing with your cars. At that moment, probably start crying and saying, man, my life sucks, whatever, and start talking.
That's it.
And going back and forth, and that's your support group.
That's it. Exactly. That's
it.
Group.
That's it. And the one and the guy that doesn't belong there will stand up and will go.
And that shows you who's true friend.
And you'll stay with the ones that are really worth.
There you go.
For RC and for life.
Hey, man, we dropping so many golden nuggets on this podcast right now, man.
Yeah,
hey, man.
A lot of things, man. A lot of things.
But yeah, you're right, man. That support group. Your family isn't just, it can go deeper than just your blood, you know. That's what I'm trying to say.
There's
something. Your family don't have to be related to you. Your family can be your true friends. That's your family. That's kin to you. That stick with you through thick and thin. That's family.
You cannot. There's only one thing in this damn life you cannot select.
Yeah.
You cannot select your mother. You cannot select your father. You cannot select your sisters, brothers, cousins, or whatever. But you can select your friends. You can select your couple. You can select your closest friends. That's what you can select. So don't get stuck with people that don't deserve you there.
Yeah.
Basically, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's how it is.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's it,
man. Hey, we're gonna get back to RC. Hey, how I had this discussion on my last show. How important is just driving your car instead of worrying about setup all the time?
Actually, that discussion I had it with Robert one time, and because when I don't want to say I'm gifted, right? But what happens to me is that you can give me a shitty car, and after 2 or 3 laps, I can get around it, and I'll be okay.
Okay.
Right. So, and that's a mistake between being world champion and just having fun.
Okay.
Because you got the gift of doing that, okay, man, but the car has to be perfect. And that perfect needs work. And what Robert told me, it says, my car needs to be perfect. I can drive it. Yeah, I can drive it. But if I perceive something that needs to be addressed, I'll stop and I'll address it. If I got the time, right?
Right.
So, but in most of the cases, my work with the local guys or the guys that race for the brand I'm in the case I'm racing with, it's just to take the time to find out the setup that suits them best.
Okay.
For basically be consistent.
That's it.
Nothing more, nothing less. Not fast. Just be consistent. Because it's useless to do let's say the track it's 45 seconds. You do a 47-second lap. You say, "Hey, I'm 2 seconds behind," and the next lap you end up in the bushes. That's no need. I mean, it's better to be 48, 49 seconds every lap.
Right.
That's it. And basically, I think that it's as simple as going with the starting with a setup that's comfortable and helps you be consistent. And then comes the next level. Because if you're consistent and you're going through the same lanes every time you go through a single place, and then whomever is downstairs says, "Okay, why didn't you push a little bit?" And when you push that little bit, the car does something strange. You will notice it when you drive it. And then that's when you start knowing and starting to realize how to start working with the car. Hey man, hey dad, or hey whatever, when I push in this corner, the tail just goes wild. Okay, let's get in. Let's see what we can do, right? But it's always you know how setup works. It's always give and take.
Yeah.
You give here, you take there.
I got you.
Now that's a craziness about setting up a car.
Okay.
And
but let me say this. Let me say this right quick. But yeah, y'all, this guy right here is just not an everyday racer. He has raced in world championships. He's raced with Pavitas, world champion. He's raced with Greg Degani, world champion. Kanai, world champion. He's raced with these guys, so he
made me cry, man.
He knows what he's talking about. I'm just trying to give you your flowers, your props.
I really appreciate
it. And then Bob RC had a good question right here. He said, Bob RC said, what would you say your hardest hurdle was in racing? What was your hardest hurdle to get over in racing?
In my case, which I might say I'm paying the price today, was time away.
Okay.
Time away from my family, which I'm separated 2 years from now.
Yeah.
But time with my kid, which now I have 3 kids with the same person I was separated.
Okay.
But time and my main problem was that as I gave so much when I went out, I'd probably be out 10 days racing. I went to, let's say, Colombia, for example, for a race. I went to the race, I do the clinic, I do this, I do promotions and whatever. Then you come back and you're destroyed. But down there is your family, man, that's been waiting for you.
For you, right.
And you don't want to do anything. And the other hard thing for me was that my business, I'm into the internet thing, the provider internet thing, pretty small one, right?
Yeah.
But it kind of works alone, so I don't have to be there. Okay. So that was another thing, and as a hurdle, I mean, the worst, not hurdle, but the worst wall I had to face was the 2000 Worlds in Vegas.
Okay.
Which in my case, which I'm a competitive guy, and to see that you're not gonna make it to the number 1 place in the world, no matter how hard you try, it's hard. And that's when you grow up. Yeah. That's when you say, okay, what can we do?
Right.
So how can we change all this? Because some of the guy would say, "Hey, no, I don't want this thing.
Yeah,
I cannot be number 1. I don't want this thing." And I didn't care any. I mean, of course, I care winning South American championships, going to clinics, teaching people. But one of my greatest satisfactions in many situations was to see the progress of kids, or not so kids at all, from maybe helping them 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, giving them tips 20-30 minutes, being with them, not with everybody. Being with them.
Right.
Okay, what's your problem? Because you can see when someone is just having fun, and you can see when someone is crazy for the thing, loves the thing, gives everything for the thing, and it's struggling like nobody.
Yeah.
And you help that guy, and man, that's fantastic. I mean, I cannot compare it like to win some huge race, but it's toe to toe when you see that person, and not to mention if that person becomes national champion or South American champion or whatever. It's a feeling that goes inside that's it's really good. But as a hurdle, like that someone wrote before, the hurdle, most of the hurdles was to get the factory sponsorships. That's the main hurdle when you're here in South America.
Yeah.
And I think that was the hardest thing for us, or for me in my case, to attain. But at the same point, it helped a lot my English, the way I am.
Yeah, it helped develop you. Yeah.
The way I talk, the way I speak with you, I speak with everybody. I mean, that's what life taught me. And but I could say that was one of the worst hurdles.
Okay.
Getting to the factories to see you, to acknowledge you, to say, hey, baby, you're something that could be helpful for us.
Yeah. Something that we can invest in you. You know. Yeah. I got it. My brother Doc right here said, he said, what advice would you give a future RC racer to do for income after RC, for that one day when their wins fall, say out of the top 5, should they have a backup plan if they stop winning? Should they have a backup plan to fall back on?
This is just like life, man. If let's say this person that asked the question is right now, let's say top 5 somewhere,
okay,
and can say that he's making a living out of RC, right? If you love so much RC, okay, and you don't mind keeping involved into RC, and you got the thing I think I have, or you have, way of communicating, right? Now you have this kind of tools that will help you get some kind of income. For example, if you would like to get or keep involved into RC, you need to make yourself valuable for whomever you're racing.
Okay.
If you race alone and your sponsors just send you the stuff, and you win, but you have no relationship, not real relationship with your sponsors, with the owners of the factory or the person you're receiving the stuff from.
Right.
If there's no real relationship, you're done. Because one day you're not gonna be winning. That's a fact. Now, if you're someone, let's say for example Michael Salvin, man. How long has been since he won a race or did something at the track besides helping everybody else?
Right. Just like that.
And he's someone that's over there living from something he loves. That's one example, like most or many other guys. And one thing that probably happens to you guys in the US is that a lot of young kids, let's say, 13, 14, 15 years old, get sponsorship by tires. If they're good at a national event or whatever, maybe, let's say, that I say whatever tire, right? But let's say Proline comes along and says, hey, whomever you are, congrats for making the semis. Here you go. Here's a set of tires for your development or whatever. And that guy gets motivated, right? But you're not official. You're not. They're just giving you the candy. They just want to see how you handle now.
Right.
That you know that they are watching you. That you're not nobody anymore. Right?
Right.
But everything comes to an end.
So you gotta get locked in to the. If they give you those tires, talk to them about, okay, y'all give me these tires to test. Well, can I be a manager in this?
Exactly.
For the company?
You gotta see what we were talking before.
Yeah.
What am I good at besides racing RC cars? Am I good at organizing stuff? Am I good at managing people? Am I good at teaching people? Am I good at doing what you do, for example? What are you good at? If you find out that the only thing you're good at is standing on a rostrum, driving an RC car, and you have no clue of everything else, hey man, go find something else. Go find a plan B.
Yeah.
And don't feel ashamed about it. Don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And basically, you know, man, the secret of happiness is working or doing whatever you love, your passion is, and that passion pays your bills. It's the ABC of being happy.
That's freedom.
It might stress you, it might give you anxiety, it might whatever, but you're doing what you love and you're getting paid for it.
Right.
In my case, I only was paid for driving, which paid my bills.
Yeah.
3 years of my 20. I mean, if I would have been racing all these years,
yeah,
in 23, I would be 25 years of racing. But I've been let's say 5 or 6 years away.
Yeah.
Let's say 20 something years. Okay, only 3 years. I had a salary for racing RC cars besides all the sponsorship that paid the bills for the traveling, for the spare parts and whatever.
Right. And
it was awesome. You feel really special. You feel great. But you know it's like a Wall Street bubble. It's gonna burst.
Yeah.
Because it's not viable. It's a crazy guy with money that wants to pay you. Period. Right. And it's not the factory that's paying you, but it's always good to have a plan B in any part or any way in life.
Right.
And not to be ashamed of it.
Make perfect sense. Right.
Yeah. Because what now it's good, tomorrow it might not be good. And as a footnote, I have a friend down here right now. I'm from Argentina, right?
Right.
I was born in Argentina, but in Capital Federal, which is like Washington D.C., let's say.
Yep. Yeah.
But right now, I'm living 100 kilometers from Argentina.
Okay.
In a little town, small town down here, and down here there's a boxer, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is really, really, really good. It's really good. And the guy he's in my Facebook. And he's between columns, a friend of mine.
Right.
And every time I talk to him, I say, hey man, remember this is short. Remember this is short. Try not to get brain damage. Try not to get this, try not to get that, and start working right now that you're young and you're at the peak of your career.
Right.
Start thinking when this is over. Because many guys, when that shit is over, they get depressed, they get into drugs, they get into alcohol, they get into this, into that, they lose all their money.
Right.
And end of the game. And luckily, he's a very intelligent guy, and he does the best he can, and he has all that little plan ahead, right? Mm-hmm. But that's one thing that we all need a plan B.
Plan B, yeah, man. It made perfect sense. just for example, Jared Tebow, Evan Drake, Robert Patel, all them locked in to the company.
Exactly.
So yeah,
like,
make perfect sense. Make perfect sense. Yeah,
it is what
man.
it is.
Yeah.
Most of those, of course, Robert, Adam, Mark, Scott Hughes. I mean, I've had all those guys. Those are all, I can call them friends of mine, right? Okay. Why I call them friends of mine? Because I know if I cross them anywhere in the world, I will stop by, we'll give each other a hug. Hey, what's up, dude? It's such a long time. What's going on? How's your family? Blah, blah, blah. If we get time, we'll take a coffee or whatever. And then we both part ways. That's friendship for me.
That's right.
Right?
You ain't gotta be you ain't gotta talk every day, but when y'all talk, it's just like y'all ain't never left. It's just how it be. They'll let you know that.
And for example, as I was telling you, right, which is something very personal, because it's not very easy to say, hey man, I was in a deep hole, I was having a very bad time a couple of months ago. I contact a very good friend of mine from high school, which right now he's having a great time on TV for a long time.
Yeah.
And I never expected an answer from him. 20 minutes after I wrote him, he wrote me back.
Yeah.
He was in Disneyland with his family, having fun. He said, man, how good is to hear from you. Yeah. As long as I'm back in Argentina, we'll get in contact, we'll get together, we'll figure something out. And of course, man, I'll miss you. I want to see you. That's what friendship is. And I haven't talked to him for probably 30 years. It's a long time.
Long time, right. But
right?
He remembered Adrian. He remembered Adrian Castro. So
exactly the same thing with RC. And hope this lounge and podcast that you're doing goes to guys that haven't seen me for a long time and get in contact and say, hey, Corey, why didn't you do something again with Adrian, but talking about something else, and everything starts moving, and JQ and Robert and some fun and whatever. But
I got you. I know who I'm gonna get some people in touch with you. I know exactly who I should need to talk.
It could be Greg Degani. My God, Greg Degani, Tossolini.
Yeah.
Oh God.
How was Greg? How was Greg's driving style? Was he?
Greg was insane. Jeremy Courts.
Man, he was. I supposed to have Courts on here, do an interview with him. He just was going through some things with his family and stuff. But I'm still talking to him and making sure that
I know.
Talk about Greg and Courts. What you about Greg? Yeah,
you're putting me in the spot. I think some kind of a missile coming down here in Lobos, Argentina, but no problem.
Okay.
It was insane, man. It was insane. For example, I mean, I don't care, man. They're old. I don't care. Tim Long, have you heard? Do you know Tim Long?
Yeah, I heard Tim Long. Yeah.
Okay.
Tim Long is with Mugen.
Long was Mugen. Yeah. And in the 2002, the problem was that as I'm the social guy, right?
Right.
Everybody knows me. Everybody knows that I speak English.
Right.
So, 2000 Worlds, Las Vegas, right? 2002 Worlds, where was that? Punta del Este. Punta del Este is like Monaco in South America.
Yeah.
it's like right here. And I've been vacationing in Punta del Este all my life.
Okay.
What did everybody wanted every single night after the race? They want to go out.
Right.
Where can we go out to have drinks? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Every single night.
They want to go out. Yeah, they want to go out. Go out. You know, cut a little rug. You know,
yeah,
down a little bit.
They just want to go out and have a drink, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so one night I went into this pub. I talked with the owner of the pub. They say, okay, babe, man, look at this. This is the guy with the worlds, blah, blah, blah. Can you help us out? Blah. Yeah, they fix everything. At one point, Tim Long was hanging on a speaker, which was hanging on the roof. He almost just snatched the thing off the roof.
Yeah.
No problem. He didn't. No problem.
Yeah.
But the problem was at the end of the night, they all took off. And the tap, it was on me.
They left you hanging.
They left me with the tap.
Yeah.
At the end, everything was cleared, but that was a fun and the kind of fun that we used to have.
Yeah, man.
And it was crazy. Next day, we were racing 8 a.m. at the track, racing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get to see that right now. Of course not with top drivers. Daniel Regward. There it is. 1998 world champion Daniel Regward.
Mm-hmm.
In 2002, as far as I remember, the top qualifier went straight to the final, I guess, or not, or whatever, but still the semifinals.
Right.
Friday night, I was raving with Daniel Regward.
Okay.
At a rave party in Punta del Este.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to race Saturday because I was a slow guy.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. My point was to make everybody down there have a good time. Right? That was my objective always has been. Always try to do my best at the track, but always try to help everybody. And I assume that balance between results and helping the team, helping everybody, it's in the end what goes to the factory.
Right.
Which says, hey, Adrian's okay. Adrian's a good driver. He translates, he educates, he takes care of us wherever we are. And this and this and this and that. So it's not only driving. It's not only driving. It's not only results. Mm-hmm. When you're sponsored by a factory, of course it matters, but it's not all. It's not all. Mm-hmm. And Greg, it's a crazy. Greg was crazy.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good crazy, but crazy at least. Mm-hmm. Jeremy was something different. Jeremy was, he showed something, right?
Yeah.
His demeanor, his way of moving, of talking was something.
Yeah.
But in the end, in here, what matters, he has a heart like this.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
I got you.
And basically, that's what I took most of the time at the track in the Worlds or international events to get to know the people.
Right.
I don't care what setup you're running. Maybe I'll ask you 2 minutes about the setup.
Right.
But afterwards, I'll try to get the conversation into other ways to see what kind of person you are. Because in the end, I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for people to know. Yeah. Because you don't know who might be your your next best friend, your next support group,
right,
your next whatever.
Right.
And in the end, I think that's the best bet overall.
I got you. Awesome, bro.
My opinion. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's how you get to know people, and then that's how you network. Like you basically what you're saying, networking too. But at the end of the day, that's how you get to know somebody and know what kind of person you're dealing with. You know,
exactly.
Because sometimes they might be saying the right things, this and that, but there might be, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You know, you don't know what's gonna jump out the Jack in the Box. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. That's how it is.
Yeah,
that's how it is. I mean, it's a lot of theater. Many people are acting, and few people are what they really are.
Yeah. Like Isaac Pelton said, like people that don't dash on the bill like they did you like they did you at the bar.
That's how it is. I mean, but in the end, I repeat, I don't want to be dramatic again, no? Yeah. But this all this Facebook, what you're doing now, all the repercussions I'm having on Facebook, friendships I'm receiving, messages, you do the post, you do the hopefully comeback to RC.
Right.
It's been comforting, it's been helpful, and it helps. It's my virtual support group, which I was never ever imagined getting the support from here. You know?
Yeah, man. Like I said, this is just avenue, man. This might be something that you can do down there, especially with the upcoming races. Even with we have bashers and guys that just bash, that ain't into racing. You know what I'm saying? We had those type of guys in here too. Maybe you can touch that group down there too and grow that, and some of them guys gonna come into racing. And then at the end of the day, just like what this is here, you know,
I mean,
everybody have a platform to come and just say what's up to Abe. Right. Just to say what's up to you, you know, just to come in here, and they might have a bad day. They want to just come in and vent. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a fun and forget about it.
Right.
You know?
And then, like I said, if it's something that's real personable, you know, something that's real personal.
Yeah.
I mean, we can still talk like this, but I don't have to hit the go live button. You know what I'm saying? And it just be between me and you, whatever. But you in South America, I mean, I'm in Alabama and North America, but we talking. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
We can still keep it, you know, man to man. We don't have to go live on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, that's the fun thing about this. What I always say is that everybody that practice this thing called RC, I don't care what scale you're doing it, whatever. Right. Every one of us has something in the head. Yeah. Some gene or some stuff in the head. Right. That we all share. Yeah. We all share of this.
Right. My boy Charlie Mack right here. Yeah. My boy Charlie Mack said, it's all about, regardless, all about having fun and being able to relate, you know what I'm saying, to people. Because you never know what.
It's a progress, but the good thing I take from this is that the thing of that support group, right? Because mostly of these times that are going through in every part of the world, you guys have your problems, we have ours. Every country has their problems, and it's probably not impossible at all that one of your guys in your group that you get together to drive is going through a rough time. Yeah. And he probably won't say a thing. Right. They'll just keep it all for themselves. But if you, as you told me that you're going through a rough time, you will be the one that will perceive it.
Yeah.
Now it's your way. Now that's your job. How to get to him or her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And say, hey, what's going on? Come on. I'm going, you know.
We're going to get through it. Let's go. We're going to get it. Don't get down. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go for a ride. I'll come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go eat somewhere. Let's go to Hooters and chill out. You know, whatever.
Exactly.
I got you. Don't worry about the tab.
And the worst thing for depression, anxiety, drugs, whatever worst thing that goes in your life is related to loneliness. Nothing more, nothing less. Loneliness. When you feel lonely and you're depressed and you're anxious and you're whatever, that's where things get ugly. And you isolate yourself by yourself. Nobody puts a gun to your head and says, hey, stay inside. No. You feel so bad. You feel so useless. You feel worthless. You feel this and that and whatever. You lose sight of all the good you've done.
Yeah.
But you feel all bad. Then you're alone. Then you don't want to go out. Then you're still alone. And then you go down and down and down.
Yeah. It can't snowball on you. Yeah. So you got to stay connected. Yeah.
When you need that group.
Just
so
need that group.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God, number one for me. Yeah. And then
we got this fantastic web and Facebook and Instagram and whatever, which by the way I hated low social media.
Yeah.
But the bad social media, you know, all the selfies, all that shitty stuff. I hate that thing. I mean that's useless. That's for people that are insecure and that the only thing they need is hey, look at me, I'm so beautiful. Put me like. Now I'm so good. I feel so good. And then inside your house, you're a piece of shit. Right?
That's it.
That's
it's
useless.
Great. Yeah.
But in our case, it's good.
Right.
And hopefully,
because we can talk about it, and then we can put a control in our hand and just, we can, we can grab one of these and we can talk and try something. You know what I'm saying?
You know how much I miss that. You have no idea, man.
Well, we're gonna get you back going. Like I said,
no idea.
We're gonna get you going. I got some people that I can work with in
okay. I'm
stress.
I'm delighted. I'm honored that you contact me. I mean, it's really an honor that someone in your case, in your position, is interested in something I can tell. Stories or insights or help or whatever.
Man.
And hopefully more people get interested and they contact us and maybe you can do something great. That's the idea. I'm not into all this. I don't know how it works. Well, you saw. I thought, hey, big, how the hell did I do this? Well, send me a link or whatever. How did I put it? You know?
Yeah, man. We're gonna get you straightened out, brother. And I'm gonna talk to some people I know, and we just all thing we need to do, me and you, we just need to stay in touch, and we just watch how things happen. You know.
I know, and where you're from, I don't know. I'm talking by supposition, right? In your case, in Alabama, you get all kind of problems with social problems with low class and right?
Know. Yeah, so you know how it goes. I'm in the South, so you already know how well.
Okay.
South America, so yeah, we deal with prejudice, stuff like that. But it's not every day, but it's still around. You know, it's still
it's underneath.
Yeah.
right?
But you can
down here you have the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we still deal with the same stuff.
Okay.
We all connected, man. We all connected.
Exactly.
Believe it or not.
And
we all connected because we all human beings. You know what I'm saying? And it's good people and it's bad people. You know.
And what I tell here that, I mean, we can talk for hours and we got tons of things besides RC, social stuff. What I'm trying to do here is a program, a radio program with a friend of mine down here in this little town, which is try to make all the poor guys, the marginal guys, let's say 15, 16 years old, which maybe carry guns and do the shooting and do the stealing and whatever down here. Those same guys, they're probably very intelligent.
You'd be
right?
surprised. Yeah. You'd be surprised. They're just looking for opportunity. They're just looking for somebody to invest some time in them.
Exactly. You know? Now, what I can also tell you is that it's most probable that those guys are using better phones that I'm using.
You already know.
Now, what we all need to make them know and see is that in that phone, instead of looking at titties at Instagram or at Facebook, why don't you go and try to learn economics? Why don't you go and see what's going on in politics? Why don't you go and find your passion?
Right.
All right. You have all in your hands. Everything is in your hands. You don't need to have to go to school, man.
You're right.
And that's the next step that at least I'm trying to fight.
Yeah.
Because
I'm trying to develop a program too, like a mentor program, and just teach them about, you really got to have a 9-to-5 job for real. If you don't want to, if you focus and driven, you can be an entrepreneur. Whatever you like to do. If it's like this media stuff, whatever. Have your own business.
For example, let's say our case, you're in Alabama. I don't know how far this it is from here. I'm in Lobos, Argentina, man.
Yeah.
And we're live.
And we talking like we right next door.
We're live. And
so you can use all this. We can use all this to our advantage, or we can use it negative. It's just whatever the mindset is,
Same thing goes to the guy that's, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks down here, lives in a little shack, but has internet and has a laptop. Now that guy can go to the world, and if that guy knows programming, if that guy knows this and that and whatever, can work freelance for a company, let's say in Latvia, that needs programmers or needs whatever, and gains, let's say, $300 a month. $300 a month here in Argentina. You live okay with $300 a month.
I might need to move down now.
If you come here, man, forget it.
I know if I come down there, I might not come back. I know me. Especially South America, man, what? And y'all got the beautiful women too, especially I heard in Colombia.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I can imagine.
It's crazy good, it's crazy bad, but it's like everything. It's a scale. You got the good, you got the bad. Without the good, you don't have the bad. But in the end, it's all part of learning, and then you decide.
Right.
Thing is to what I try to teach. It's been a long time since I've seen my kids, but what I try to teach my kids and what my mom taught me is that, hey man, the world's all this.
Yeah.
All this.
Yeah.
The poor, the rich, the middle class, all this. Now you've got to learn how to deal with all this.
Right.
You cannot say that if you're in the middle class and you're fun with the high class, you cannot ignore the low class.
Yeah.
Because if you go in your car in Argentina, in the best street in Argentina, which most of the people do, you cannot go by someone which is just in the street, sleeping in the street on cardboard,
right,
eating from the trash can, and go like nothing's going on.
And I feel some type of way. Right.
If in your head nothing happens, man, there's something wrong with you. I don't want to be near you. Okay?
Yeah.
Just go and that's it. That's okay. Peace, love, everybody. Go do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, if something happens to me like that, I don't know. Maybe I go by one time. Then I go by 2 times. By the 3rd time, if the guy's saying this is the same place, I'll stop the car and I'll try to do something.
Right.
Hey man, what's going on? What the hell are you doing here? Probably he's drunk, he's under drugs, blah, 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 blah. Well, who can help this guy? And lots of organizations are trying to do something. It's hard, but still, the good thing is that through all this media, people are getting into it. Yeah. They're seeing it.
Right.
And most of them, they're feeling guilty, which is good.
That's good. That's good, man. Like I said, bro, if you're a man, and if you don't have no compassion for your brother, man, no empathy for your brother, man, at all.
Empathy. I heard you say you're religious. I'm not religious. I was not involved in the religion or whatever.
Yeah.
I respect everybody who believes anything.
Right.
Because if that makes you better person, and above that, you help people. What can I say? Who am I to judge? Who do you believe in?
Exactly.
It's it's basic.
And just because God ahead of my life, that's me. But I'm not judging you. I don't think I can, because like I said, I know I ain't perfect. I know I ain't been an angel. You know what I'm saying? 45 years. I know.
Nobody's
perfect. So nobody's perfect. Like you said, all thing I can do is have compassion for people. And like I always say on here, I try to treat people the way they want to treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Amen. And I'm not.
I mean, I'm just saying they're just human beings.
That's it.
Kind and decent,
Sometimes,
right.
Sometimes what happens is that you get stuck with friendships or relationships or whatever that you're getting hurt, but you keep betting on it, and it's hard because you get hope.
Yeah.
But in the end, you're so damaged that it's so hard to get better. But in the end, you know that you gave all the best you could.
Yeah.
And nobody can take that from you. I gave all the best.
Mm-hmm.
I gave all the best to win the race. I gave all the best. I gave all. They won because they're better. That's it. And I'm proud of it. Period. Now, if you go out dancing, if you don't touch the car, if you do whatever the hell you do, and then you go and you suck at the track, man, you gotta take responsibility. You gotta go to your sponsors, to your chief, to whatever you are, and say, "Hey, I fucked up."
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
it. Just simple. That's just being a man. That's another part of being a man. You got no when to. You got no when to man up, and then you got no when to. I'm sorry.
No.
My bad.
And it's all part of growing up.
Yeah.
It's all part of taking responsibility.
That's it.
of your actions, of how you make people feel.
Yeah.
And how in the end how everything evolves around you. You know how they say a butterfly moves their wings in China, and a tsunami hits Florida.
Yeah.
Well, and if you don't take care of maybe something you said to someone hurt that person so badly, and you had no idea,
right,
that person just left the hobby, or that person just felt so bad that was down for 5 months and lost the job or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't take care and think carefully what you say and love yourself, self-esteem, that's also another thing. I won't race for. I think it never happened to me. In sports, it happened to me. In soccer, it happened to me.
Okay.
That I said, I don't want to play for you. Period. I don't have fun.
That's it.
I mean, I'm not getting paid. I play because I'm having fun. I don't want to play with you. Period. That's it. Because if I can't, it's very hard to change people, to change the way people think.
Yeah.
To change the way people are built, because basically you're built along the years that you grow through the situations, your family, whatever, good, bad, whatever it is. It's very, very, very hard to change people.
Yeah.
But what I always say, I'm not an engineer. I had 3 years in mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
But if I tell you, hey, this is a rectangular, right?
Mm.
Okay. And you say, no, Adrian, that's a circle. And I go, no, baby, this is a rectangular. It's this by that, by this, by that. And it's a rectangular. And you go, no, that's a circle.
Mm.
And if there's no way for me to make you see that this is a rectangular, let's just cut it and let's go talk something else.
Yeah.
And you've got people that are like that. And it's unbelievable. I know you know people like that.
Yeah. You know, people got to have their own, you know.
It's hard, man.
Right. And then they just teach, like you said, they just keep it from having to, you don't argue with everybody. Okay. Whatever you say. Okay. You say it's circle. Hey, okay.
Yeah. And slowly, you just let them be.
Let them be. That's it.
You got the minimum relation that you need to have.
Yeah.
But you know by a fact that they're not gonna be in your support group when you need them.
Yeah, I know. Everybody
right?
ain't with you. Yeah.
And I guess that's part of all this that we've been talking about, right?
It's needed.
RC,
all this was needed. Yeah.
RC, but support groups, friendships, long-term friendships.
RC in life. Yeah.
That's how it is. And I know for a fact that if I post something in Facebook, let's say tomorrow, that says, hey friends, I'm really, really, really bad and I need some kind of support. Just send me a stupid picture of whatever the hell you want related to whatever you remember me.
Yeah.
We have together, or a picture we took together in Vegas, in whatever.
Yeah.
I know by a fact that I don't know how many, but a lot of guys will post something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the world to me.
Okay.
It might not be something for many, but for me it's a world, because that's what I don't know how you call it in English. That's what you see.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. All those are seeds that I put in the ground many years ago.
Yeah, memories, experiences, yeah, that you done,
and friendships,
right?
And
yeah.
And for the time that we've been talking, well, I don't know if I can call you a friend, but I know by a fact that tomorrow or the day, whatever the day it is,
yeah,
I can send you a message and say, "Hey, bro, are you? Do you have a minute?" Yeah, dude, no problem. Hey, look, can we get a talk? Yeah, because I need to tell you something, and we can talk privately.
Yeah,
and change ideas or whatever, and that's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's like free psychology.
That's it.
No,
that's what it. That's what all it. It's what this really. This all this RC, all this. That's basically what this is, man. Psychology.
It is. Psychology. If you go to I don't know if you ever been to a psychologist in your life.
I mean, I took it in school,
Okay, if you go to a psychologist, they will try to know you, so they take you 5, 10, 20, whatever kind of sessions they need to know you.
Right. And what we do, we go to races and we talk with
a lot of money.
Right, and we go to races. What we have,
and then
we go together in the same car. We got to drive. We got time to talk.
And the only thing you want to know when you go to a psychologist is, hey, dude, what the fuck do I need to do to feel better? I don't want to tell you my story because I know my story. I know my problems. I know why I feel bad. I know this. I know that. Why? Because I'm intelligent and I look into myself and I take responsibility for what I do. Yeah. Just give me the tools how to get away from this, how to cope with this, how to evolve from this, right? Yeah. Well, all that, you got it in you too.
That's right.
But the first step, which is the most difficult one, is to do an introspective search of your soul, of your being.
Yeah, you got to check yourself.
Of knowing what's wrong with you. Why am I bad? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling like this? Why? If you're able to find that, I guarantee you that all the answers you have it in YouTube through professional psychologists for free.
And you know how
if you can go to a psychologist, right? But if you're able to get through that first step, which is acknowledging your problem, why it is that you're depressed, anxiety, whatever it is, the problem you're going through.
Yeah.
If you're able to address it and know it and acknowledge it and accept it, that's the first basic step, which takes the most time of your psychologist to find out.
Yeah.
Because it depends on how the hell you talk and how the hell you are open to them.
Right. And the best thing about this is, brother, is, man, it's because, number one, it's easy to talk to somebody that has the same mindset as you, or it's like both of us, we like RC. That's just the draw to each other. Okay, we both into RC. Exactly. Now, if we both into RC, we both know how to work on these cars. We both know how to race and all this. We got that in common. So why wouldn't it be easy for us to open up and just talk and chat like we doing now?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then once you start talking like we already discussed earlier, we come to find out different things. Okay, yeah, man, I've been through that. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I've been through this too. This is how I got over this. This is how I got through this loneliness. This is how I got through this, this depression, And then, through over time, we still going, Adrian, what's up? How you doing, man? Castro, how you doing down there? You okay? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Adrian, I don't really want nothing, man, for real. I was just calling just to check on you, see how you feeling. That's all I was just calling you for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then one day I may be like Adrian, hey, I'm down here and I'm over here in Peru. Man, I ain't too far from you. I'm about to come down. I'm about to come over to Argentina, you know. So I'm in Rio de Janeiro. I'm about to come on down to Argentina, man. So I'm just letting you know I'm in town. So, but yeah, you know, so it's over time.
Exactly.
Over time, and like I say, that's that therapy right there. When you talking to someone that's like-minded, like you go to a therapist, you go to a therapist, you have to feel out.
It takes too long.
Time,
too long.
Are y'all relatable? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all get along? Do y'all think the same? Yeah.
Like you said, it's. I mean, like I said, I know you. I don't know what time it is, but let's say I know you for an hour, man.
Yeah, man.
And I know, without a doubt, that tomorrow I can call you, and I can tell you, hey, dude, this is going on.
Yeah.
This happened to me. I feel like this, like that. I'm doing that. I feel more safe.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
Talking to you.
Yeah. And
talking to a psychologist, which is in this little town of 40,000 people.
Right.
Of those 40,000 people, 39,999 people know me.
Right.
So,
but see, we know what you really love. You know, we know the base. One of the things I know, Adrian Castro covers a whole lot of different topics that he into, that he like. Yeah, you know, but this family right here, RC family, we know one thing that we all like together, that we all into, that we all can come to a common ground is this RC stuff. So that's an end. That's an easier, you know, avenue to cover to make somebody feel welcome to open up and just be themselves.
And it's something that I guess you feel and you feel at your level, whichever level it is that you compete, and the level that Debbie Ongaro feels.
Mm-hmm.
We all share the same feeling when we climb the stairs towards the rostrum to drive.
Right.
When we see the car idling in the pits, when they count down for the race, whenever all those feelings, all those all the things that we feel, we all feel the same thing.
All the same emotion. Yeah.
We all feel the same thing.
All that adrenaline. All that.
Yeah, we all get different results.
Yeah.
But we all feel the same thing, and it's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. Period. End of it. And the one that that's not into it, they don't get it. They just don't get it.
They don't get it.
But that's it. That's I think that basically sums it. You know, we feel the same thing.
Right.
Same thing.
That's it, bro.
When something goes right, man, that's the best.
Best thing.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you end up first or 10th.
Mm-hmm.
But if your goal was if you end up 10th of 10, and they're racing 10 people, not 200. But if your goal was to not make a mistake in those whatever minutes of races are, and you end up 10th, but your goal was met.
The goal was met. The goal was met because the goal was met because you out there. You running. You in the race.
Awesome.
You still in the race.
Yeah.
You in the race.
And
now once you're in the race, now we gotta what? We gotta keep it consistent, keep it steady. We just gotta keep going.
Now the difficult part goes when you start to get better, right? And you get better and better and better, and you start getting high hopes. That's what kept me, thank God, leveled.
Right.
Why? Because I knew, at least I hired a sniper guy in a mountain I won't ever beat Robert Badge at a world championship. If I wasn't able to race every day with him.
Yeah.
And even so, I don't know if my skills are as good as his. But if I don't drive every day with him, I don't know.
You don't know.
And if I don't know, as I don't know,
if you don't know,
I don't get those expectations too high. Because what happens then? You get down.
Yeah. But see,
useless.
That don't know part is that part where that don't know part is where, hey, I don't know if I don't try.
Exactly. And the best thing
you got a chance.
Guys,
that mean you got a chance.
Yeah, the best thing with guys
maybe
like
a slim chance, but
I mean,
you got a chance. He might break down in the race. You know, see.
He
might break down.
But that for me, it's not. I mean, no, I don't like that.
You just want to beat him outright. You can't say that.
I got to beat you. I got to beat you. Yeah. And as I know that, and it was always my. I took a lot of time looking how fast the guys were. At a world championship or whatever championship we were going. So you took a lot of time watching how the cars go, blah, 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 so you see where you are.
Right.
That's where your expectation is. So let's keep it here. If you end up winning, awesome.
Yeah.
But let's try to make it here.
Right.
Step
by step. That's it.
Step by step, and not to get frustrated, because in my case, that frustration when something went wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost. I'm not lying. I've lost 3 or 4 South American championships due to like stupid things, like tires going like nuts.
Yeah.
No, nuts.
Nuts coming loose. Yeah.
The mechanic forgot to tighten up the screws. Okay, good, awesome, thank you. Probably I won't stick for a week.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks big time because you know you had it in the bag, and those kind of things are the things that you cannot allow yourself to happen, even if they happen.
Yeah.
If they happen, it's done. It happened. Period. That's it. No more. No frustration. No whatever.
Yeah. Adrian, my boy, Nick Baker said, he said, do you prefer practicing by yourself or with someone? He says he plays
cool. Yeah. Man, this is fantastic. So I'm reading what these guys are writing. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Nicholas. Mm-hmm. In my case, both things. I drive a lot. I like to drive a lot alone. To say, let's say, for example, in this case, let's say I finally get the contract with these people. Mm-hmm. I'll need to get to know the car, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to drive the car. So I'll tell them, okay, is there a chance that whatever track it's available, I'm able to go there and be one day by myself with my mechanic or whomever you can spare me with, and work in the car with nobody, not bothering me, because nobody bothers me. Right. But if there's someone, I like to give attention to that someone. Because most of the cases that someone will ask me something. And I'm a polite guy, and I don't like to dismiss nobody.
Yeah.
So in that particular case, it's awesome to be alone or with your team.
Yeah.
But in other cases in which I've had the luck of having, I loved training with Robert, for example, with Robert Batlle.
Yeah.
Right? In his track, in his local track at Barcelona, which I've been there for 10 days one time. And that was awesome because he drove my car, I drove his car, we drove together, we played a little bit, and then you realize that you're a slob, you're a snail, and he's a squirrel. Simple.
I had the same.
Yeah.
Hey, I had the same experience when I had the pleasure of David Runnerfault driving my car.
Mm-hmm. Another monster, man. That's another monster.
And I ain't had no idea my car go that fast, but it really did. But
and
yeah, man.
That's what happens. And I've got I've got a lot of videos. Actually, from that trip from Barcelona. That trip from Barcelona, I made an interview with him of 25 minutes with him and his father.
Yeah.
That was one day before they took a flight towards, I don't know which European race they went, which they won. And it's an awesome, I mean, I got a lot of stuff that the idea is to build a page. I don't know, in Facebook, maybe you can give me a hand on that. Yeah. With all that stuff, with interviews, which are interesting for you and for many guys. And the difference is this.
Yeah.
Period.
Go ahead, Adrian. Go on, talk right quick. Hey.
Nicholas, I was asking that question starting on nursing. Oh yeah, Nicholas, like
okay.
Like I was saying, Nicholas, same thing. Sometimes it's better to do it alone, but if I gotta choose, I prefer to go with someone faster than me,
right?
For training,
yeah,
right. To learn something,
yeah.
The day that I'll be done with this is the day that I don't learn nothing.
That's right.
That it's as simple as that. When you feel like there's nothing more to learn or nothing more to transmit as far as knowledge in life, in RC or whatever.
Yeah.
All this talking that we've been doing, mixing RC with life and what happened to you, what happened to me. That's my idea of the future of my hopefully my talks with the guys here or wherever they send me or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they always see my funny face.
Yeah.
You know? I'm always the funny guy. I'm always the jolly guy. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's fine. No, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. Here, yeah, of course, man. Here I'm funny and I'm great because I'm really great. But now I know if it's that I'm old or whatever. But I'm starting to think that what happened to me, what happened to you, for example, it's happening to a lot of people. And a lot of people are having a really bad time and they don't know how the hell to get out of it.
That's why it's good to have like Nick. He play pool and he does RC. It's good to have a hobby. It's good to have something else you like to do other than just work. Like life get crazy. You need an outlet.
Because in that hobby, I mean, Nick, for example, if he has a bad day, for example, probably it works for him. Probably he does. If he has a bad day or a bad week, or he's in a dark place like you were when all that shit happened to you in work, or like me, if I go alone to a track, I don't know if it's gonna be so good. Yeah. Probably it's gonna be better if I'm with some of my group my contention group.
Yeah.
My friends, my closest friends, who know how am I, how my situation is, right?
No,
not to make you a victim.
Yeah.
Let's not confuse things. Nobody here is a victim.
Right.
I'm not a victim of what happened. You're not a victim of what you happened. You're a victim of the hell of the economy. Well, I mean, I don't want to talk bad words, right?
Capitalism and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. Political stuff. Yeah.
And nobody's a victim here. The worst thing you can do when something like this, at least in my case, happens to me, the worst thing you can do is just point fingers. No, I mean, this is because of him, because of him, because of him, because of him. No. All this is what's happened to me. It's all because of me. Why? Because I'm an intelligent person. I know what's wrong in my life. I know what's making me feel bad.
Yeah.
Why don't you cut that thing that's making you feel bad? It might be a person, it might be your work, it might be whatever it is, right? Cut it. If you can't cut it, cut it. Sometimes it's very hard to cut it, but you need to cut it. And you need that group of support to keep you going, to help you out, to remember who you are, to remember the good person you are, to remember the good you've done.
Yeah.
And that has no price. That there's no psychology that can help you in that.
Yeah, man. Hey, brother.
Saying, Adrian, thanks for the help. No problem, Nicholas.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you need, here we are.
Here we are. Nick already know. Nick making he knows this is what we do. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for in his case, if it works for him, it doesn't matter that what works for me works for you and works for him.
Yeah.
These are different ideas. You don't know what works with whom, right? But in my case, which was always in every sport I played and everything I've did in my life, I always try to be the best. I never believed to be the best. I always knew that there was someone better than me. And when I found someone that was close to me but has something missing, I help him get close to me or even beat me.
Yeah.
With setup, with knowledge, whatever it is. Why? Because if you beat me, I'll be racing you like crazy under your bed, to the toilet, to your house, wherever. I'm going to be after you.
Right.
And in the end, I'm going to try to beat you. I mean, and in the end, if I beat you, you're going to try to beat me.
Right.
And so forth. And we're going to start doing different stuff and learning different stuff, which in the end, by default, it will all make us better, which happens in the US.
Right.
Like what we said with the scrub in the jumps, right?
Right.
Sound crazy. I don't know who it was. Maybe you know who it was, and it would be great to know who was the first crazy nuts psycho in RC, right? In RC.
I think it came out of your era. I think it kind of start developing in your era, and
I know. Yeah, I'm sure that it is. I'm sure.
When Adam Drake started, when they started coming on, then it started to develop then. And
one of the best, I thought it was Ryan Mayfield. And at one time, I was racing with Losi, right? For a local guy here, which had a lot of money. And he asked me, and at that time I was racing for Byron Fuels, right? and they held the race at the track that they used to do the dirt track race in Arizona. Okay. So the Byron guys contact me and say, hey, Adrian, are you interested in coming to Arizona to the Byron race? I say, hey, let me talk to my sponsor here, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I talked to him. We went there to the Byron race. There we did good.
Yeah.
And the guy that was my sponsor knew about the thing, but couldn't understand how the hell Ryan Mayfield was, let's say a lap of 35 seconds. How Ryan, which was number one then in that race, was making me 2 seconds each lap. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took him to a certain place, which I'm going to try to draw it here, which was a new, like this, and like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And here, you had 4 jumps. You got 90 degrees here, straight. 4 jumps here, and 90 degrees straight.
Okay.
I put my guy here.
Yeah.
We stand here. The cars went like this way, and down. And I told him, watch how Ryan does this jump. What he did, he put the car in the curb before the jump at the 90 degrees. He jumped the car in the air, turned like this, and landed in the curb in the next jump.
Yeah.
Whipping
that thing. Yeah. Send the car up for the next turn in the air. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the most amazing thing was that the car, I mean, it wasn't just turning in the air. It's all physics and whatever, right? But it was actually turning like making this movement. And in that simple jump, he gained 1 second. Simple.
Yeah.
And the guy went nuts. The guy that I was driving with went nuts. He said, okay, Adrian, I know you can do it. How, what the hell? What do you need? You need to come here to live with this guy. I'll put you into the house with this guy. No, I don't need nothing. I'm okay in Argentina. Nothing. Nothing.
Man. Yeah.
Let's just grab the camera. Let's just film him. And let's just try to replicate this in your track. Period. That's it. Now,
have you ever been to the Dirt Nitro Challenge? You know they got that race coming up in February.
The Dirt Nitro Challenge. I've been to 2. The first one, the one that it was the inauguration at Padua.
Yeah.
Right? At the cover track, which I told you. And there was another one held in Brazil, but the one in the States, never, which is, for me at least, it's like the
out in California.
It's the hardest race ever to go to RC. Fed by many drivers, Robert included.
Yeah.
Now everything evolved a bit, but I mean, Joey, it's a master. I don't know if he's still in the business. I guess it is.
Yeah, he's still doing it. Yeah, the Dirt Nitro Challenge is coming up at the end of this month. I think around about the 20th of February. So yeah, he's still having it. Yeah, it's still
it's awesome. But and still, the same thing goes to everything. I mean, for example, right? I love to go to that race. Let's say I get sponsorship. I've been training for 3 months, and I feel like I'm dialed in. I'm good. I'm old, but I'm good.
Yeah.
But still, when you get there, and it takes you like 20 minutes to get into the field with the track, to to get ready for the track, right? To get the jumps, to get the everything.
Yeah.
And the top guys, 3, 4, 5 laps, done. They're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Locked in. Yeah.
And that's the main difference between the robots and the rest of us.
Man.
And as soon as we accept that, it's all good.
But man, man. But hey, we gonna end it on that note, man, because we've been going for. You would never know how long we've been talking.
How long it was this?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh,
you know what it seems like it doing. See how it go when you talk. When it's good talk, it fly by.
No shit.
Yeah,
I told you, man. It's hard. It's hard to left me without words, huh?
But yeah, bro. Hey, I totally appreciate this opportunity, man. And
I said we've got a lot of things to talk about.
We definitely gonna stay in touch. Cause there's some more people that I want you to talk to, just give you some more exposure, and
I really appreciate
we gonna do something else. We gonna do something else again, and but let me just talk to some of my friends, man, and we gonna make this thing happen. We gonna
it'll be awesome.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome
to get some of the old guys around.
Oh,
you know,
they ain't far away. We can make this happen.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, I totally appreciate your time, bro. And like I said, we're gonna do this again. And I appreciate everybody. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in, man, because we got up to almost 20 people, something like that. And like I said, people gonna see this. It's gonna be replayed, and it's gonna be on Facebook. It's gonna be on YouTube. And
it's good. I posted the link, which is in the browser.
Yeah.
I posted in my page. I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah, it's gonna work. But yeah, and I'm gonna send you a link to it too, so you'll have it. And
okay.
Is anybody else you want to thank or
oh man,
any people you want to shout out? Or go ahead.
Shout out first of all, Robert Badier. Robert, world champion, friend.
Yeah.
He's been an inspiration. He's been a great friend. And well, man, if most of the community of the Argentinian guys here in Facebook that send me a message, posted a comment on something I posted, that helped me a real lot, and a real shout out to the guys that are trying to close up the deal for me to race again. That'll be awesome. And of course to you, man, because just from nowhere you appeared and you gave me a great gift.
Yeah.
And that means a lot.
I appreciate you too, man. And that's what we're here for. And anytime you want to say anything, it ain't gotta be on air. It ain't gotta be live. If you just want to just holler at me, hey Court, how you doing?
Yeah.
It'll mean a world to me too. So
I'll try to make, because I got a lot of stuff. Now it's old stuff, right? But I think it's a juicy stuff.
Right.
Like that interview with Robert.
Yeah.
And I need to see how to post it, because it's 25 minutes. It's long.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to post it. And
yeah, if I can help you out, bro, we'll figure it out. We'll get it out there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I mean, it's been awesome, Corey.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to talk more than RC.
That's it.
Which is it's more important than anything, I think.
Yeah.
and let's hope that this gets to many people.
Yeah,
okay,
most definitely, bro. Most definitely. And like I said, we'll do it again. And to my RC family, hey, I appreciate y'all logging in and doing what y'all do. Okay. And like I always say, you ain't ripping, you tripping.
And whoever needs some kind of whatever kind of help or whatever, you can count on me, or well, of course, Corey.
Yes, sir.
And here we are. This is why we exist right now.
That's it. This is what human beings are supposed to do. You know, a lot of us don't do it, but this is what it's a part of being human and having compassion for people and
transmit,
right.
Empathy, compassion.
Yeah.
And deserving the best for everybody, and treat everybody like you want to be treated. Period.
There you go. That's it. Hey, y'all, appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. We gonna, like I said, we gonna keep in touch, bro. All right, everybody.
Peace. Thanks a lot. Peace.
All right.